everyone and welcome to today's video where I will be showing you a pin-up pageant makeup sort of journey. I'm going to be taking you from a very simple traditional vintage style to this very high glam sort of elegant look. Maybe I'll put little previews here actually so you can see the kind of looks we're going to be delving into, and all of them build off one another so you won't need to take your makeup off or anything. It's just adapting and changing them. So I did have an issue in filming this, and this is actually the second time I filmed this video. It's the first time it was going all fine and well for the first 3 looks, and then halfway through the final look, which is this, I accidentally wasn't recording, so it should be cohesive enough. But I'm just letting you know that this is the second time I've done it, so like there might be slight differences like my eyebrow position or my eyeliner, but I did watch the footage back and I remember all the products that I used, so I still layered the makeup on in the same way as well, just it's a different day. So what I'm going to show you first is just a simple sort of like light everyday look. I've already got my eyebrows on since this is something that won't be changing. Today I'm using this Beauty Bay palette and I'm going to be mainly using this top row of really neutral shades. Just because, you know, they're the kind of shades that you can find in any palette. I've got loads of palettes. This one that I'm going to be using for a mirror, same sort of shade, so you want like a light shade and then a medium brown shade and then a deep brown shade, sort of minimum, and then a black or really dark grey for the end. Starting on the eyes, I'm just going to take this quite pale brown shade and just sweep it into my crease. Since this one is so pale, it'll be a really nice transition. I can blend it out quite far and it'll be quite seamless. Actually, I might just zoom you guys in. Just checked in to see how much is left on my card and realised I wasn't recording. Let me just show you what I did. So first I took this shade, which you saw all over the lid, and really blended it out. Then I took this next deepest shade and blended it sort of in the same area but keeping it a little closer. And then I took this deepest brown and just sort of filled in the little edge of my crease, just in here to really define, keeping it nice and tight as well, not blending it out too far. After the eyeshadow, I just took a pen eyeliner to do sort of some small wings. I'm going to use gel eyeliner for the main thing, and that's what I like to use every day, but because just of the way gel eyeliner is, if you keep building it up and layering it, it can get quite thick, and it can kind of dry out and get crumbling, so I just wanted to do quite a light eyeliner, which I can then go over the top of later. So these are just some pen liner wings. Feel free to use whatever liner works for you. Liquid liner also is the same and kind of really builds up a lot and can get not that great when you're getting into multiple layers. So this is quite a thin lengthening mascara, and I just want to use this one as the base so that I could use a thicker one later to really intensify my lashes. And I'm going to touch on the bottom. I'm just going to take a little bit of a white shadow from the same palette just to get the inner corners of my eyes to really highlight them. I really think it's great in pageants if you kind of show a lot of development and changes. So from this I'm going from light to dark, I'm also going from warm tones to cool tones, and also from a matte look to a more shimmery and shiny look. It definitely just makes it, you can see the differences more. So I'm also going to take a little bit of the white shade and just highlight my brow bone. And that's it for the eyes. Since you want everything to be seen on stage, I am going to contour. It's not something I do really every day at the moment. I've sort of gone off it, but you want to be seen, and especially if there's going to be things like lights, they'll make your face look a bit more flat, so you just need to give it some dimension. I'm just using quite a light sort of bronzer shade, and I just want to go in very gently and sort of sculpt this area, and as well just along the jawline, as it'll help your face stand out a little. Now this is looking like a lot because I forgot this contour brush is a bit dirty. I was doing a drag look recently, so it's got a lot of darker brown on it, so I'm just wiping it off on my brush and then going to blend that a little more. So now I'm going into blush and I want to focus this on the apples of the cheeks. Sort of a medium pinky, not too light, not too deep, just like a really sort of perfect pinky shade, and I just really want to concentrate it just in these points. I'm just going to pop on my little beauty mark. Now I'll move on to lips. So for this I'm going to start with a red cream lipstick. For the swimwear portion I sort of want to go for a lighter, more corally pink, just because it gives sort of a more like natural and summery look. So this is the first look for the pageant. Just a very soft, very classic, everyday matte vintagey look. And I'll pop some glasses on just so you can see that there will be a lot of reflections. So I might just pop on a little headscarf or something for the rollers, just because they look a bit, you know. Hello, I am back, and with a turban as well. I am going to be filming a versatile pageant hair video straight after this, so I just sort of wanted to do all the makeup and then I'll do all the hair as well. So that video will be coming probably after this one. Next I want to move on to a look for swimwear. So that's going to be quite warm, quite bronzy, and it's going to have like a few little changes in it. I'm going to take some more of that lightest shade and blending out a little bit further, just to, I guess, really warm things up. Make the eye area a little bigger, and then go in with a slightly deeper, still quite warm shade. Of course you don't have to do the warm tone, cool tone thing that I'm doing. Any browns will work, giving the same sort of effect. And I'm just going to take that under the eye as well, only using those light shades, so not having it too deep. So next, for enhancing the eyes, always a classic, a white eyeliner. So just popping that down in the waterline. There we go. Zoom you back out. Right, so for this one I am going to take my powder and I am going to tap over that blush just to soften it up a little bit. Taking some more powder on my puff and softening out that blush. So you can see it's a little less intense than the other side now. So I'm doing that because I want to warm up with the face a little more. So I'm going to be going back in with this bronzer, which is quite a light and warm shade. I just want to give a little bit more of a sun-kissed feeling. So I'm just bronzing sort of up. We've already got that contour in. We're just sort of going just around the side of the face, if you see. Now a little head wrap. It's not ideal for this. A little bit around the edges of the forehead really is nice as well, just for shaping the face, especially because you'll be on stage. This will stay on. It's just making the center of your face look like a little bit more of the focus. So it's quite a subtle change, but it is slightly there. You can just see it's a bit more warm. I've just dusted my blush brush off and I'm going to be going in with a lighter pink. So for reference, this is the one I just used, this is the one I'm going to go into. I want to pick up quite a lot of that and bring it right up the face. Is she sunburnt? Is she sun-kissed? Is she blushing? All of the above, and we may never know. So I think it's really darling. It gives quite a sweet, you know, warm summer evening kind of vibe. And a really great tip, I'm just getting the edge of my blush brush and I'm going just on the edge of my eye shadow. So you can sort of see, I can definitely see in the mirror, you should be able to see on camera. This is a great little thing you can do in your everyday as well. It just helps to tie the look together. Just a little bit of that soft pink, not enough that it looks pink, but enough that your eye sort of sees it and go, oh yeah, that all sort of works together. So we're going for a little sun-kissed vibe. I am going to take some of this highlight, which is just pale pink, and just a little bit along the tops of the cheekbones, and a tiny bit on the nose. It's just to sort of help give that like glowy look that you kind of want for swimwear. You want to look like you've just walked off the beach, you've been on holiday, you're having the time of your life. So now I'm going to take this lipstick off. Honestly, I bought one of these reusable makeup remover microfiber cloth thingies to take off my makeup obviously, but I found that having it at my makeup table is actually better. I washed mine at one point, I accidentally brought it upstairs, but it's great for just like sweeping off colours, just getting rid of like too much eyeliner on your brush. Just really, I love it. Like, I don't think I'm ever going to not have one round where I do my makeup again. I'm just gonna pat the sponge I used for foundation over my lips to just soften it up a little. It is a very vibrant red that I was using, and I don't want to disturb too much of the makeup around it. So I'm just going in with this frosty kind of pinky shade. It's quite deep and metallic. You probably can't tell the exact colour because it's sort of looking just the same as the colour underneath. It's just sort of a deepish rosy pink with some shine. So this is the second sort of look, which is great for, you know, things like swimwear, beachwear, that sort of thing. It's a bit warmer than the last look, and we switched it out for a pink lip. You know, showing versatility of lip shades. Now that we've sort of warmed and lightened everything up, it's time to cool it down and intensify it. So the main pin-up pageant I did was Miss Pinup New Zealand, and that was a few years ago. And we had the sections, we had like a first sort of like look at us, and then Daywear straight after, so there wasn't really any time for changes. Daywear, swimwear, talent, and Eveningwear. So I sort of wanted to come up with 4 very distinctive and different looks, and this is very much based on what I did then. But as I said, I think that was several years ago, so I'm just also sort of trying to think what I would do now. I'm just going to go into this sort of dark greyish shade to start with. It looks very intense, but I'm just going to pop it right into the crease and then start blending it out a lot. I am doing all this eyeshadow with one brush, by the way. Especially if you're doing something in the same sort of tones from light to dark. I mean, why not? This is just a really nice blending brush. This is just a really good blending brush, so you can sort of place things and soften them at the same time. I'm going to take that shade as well and put it on the bottom lid, just along the lash line. So you can really see what a difference in tone it is. So this is with that cooler sort of grey shade blended in, and this was the eye before. I'm just going to match those up. That has sort of flattened it out just because I've gone in with one shade. So I'm going to take the same shade again, but just getting it on the very tip of the brush and just tapping it into the very crease. Really handy to sort of have a mirror and then look down into it, as you can see where your crease is. If I have it up here, then it sort of gets messy trying to blend it in. So I am going to go into the gel eyeliner for this one, and what I'm just going to do is extend the wing. bit. And just fill it in as I take it sort of down. Then what I also want to do is extend the wing inwards. So I'm sort of lengthening the eye in both directions. Just want to build up the thickness a little bit more. Another little step I'm going to do is add some more white to the inner corner, but this time I am using a sort of shimmery metallic white, and this one is a little bit more opaque. Since I've drawn the eye further along, I just want to pop it right underneath there. You can see that really brings attention to the eye, and then just take it under the wing as well, so that looks a little bit intense. So I'm just going to brush it off on my arm, blend that. So it has just lifted the wings a little bit. I'm going to pop on some false eyelashes. So I'm just using my favourite little edge magnetic ones. These are really great, you know, really quick to change as well. I would definitely recommend a magnetic lash for a pageant if you want to be changing your lashes, just because, you know, pulling glue on and off your eyes, I can't imagine would be very comfortable, especially if you want to do multiple. So I'll be starting with these edge ones, and then I'll be doing some full length ones, you know, for the final sort of look. But you saw how quick that was for me to pop on. They're really quick and simple. I really do recommend them. I've tried a few different brands of these edge ones. I think the Ardell ones are the best. So you can get these accent lashes in a few different styles. This is 002, so it is a bit more intense, but 001 is really soft and really light. It would be perfect for sort of starting off your looks. So now that the eyes are done, looking very glam now, I'm going to zoom you out. So the face is well bronzed, well contoured. I'm not going to do anything to that. All I'm going to do is go in with the first blush I did and just get a little bit more pink back in the centre of the face. So now that's blush centre, all that's left to do is the lips. So once again, I'll take this current one off. I'm going to go in with a matte liquid lip for this, just because it's something we can go over the top of for the next section. I said I was going to do 3 looks, but this has sort of turned into 4 looks. It's really great if you're doing multiple lip looks, because you've already put the lips on once, so you can sort of see the outline and you don't have to sort of do as much guesswork. So this is sort of the 4th look, you know, we're deepening it up, intensifying it, more blush, eyelashes, deeper eyeshadow, just bringing more to the game so that we go into the finale for your glam evening wear look. You know, we can really take it that next step further and it'll be just amazing. It's such a shame about the reflections, because I'd love to show you the eye looks with glasses, but you know, like, you can either not see me or you can see the eyes. So we're finally on to the glam finale. I'm so excited. This was my favourite look to do on the pageant as well, and I love just big fun makeup. So I'll zoom you into the eyes. So I've just taken those little edge lashes off, since we will be doing sort of a lot of eyeshadowy things. So I'm going to go on to that deep grey, the same one I took last time, and deepen up this crease. Still trying to keep it soft, but this is the finale, you know. You've got to see my makeup. Look how big it is, look how different it is, look how extravagant it is. even just that, you know. We're building it up, we're changing it. Back when I did Miss Pinup New Zealand, it was a full day competition, sort of spread out. So we had like a morning section and 3 afternoon sections, you know. It was sort of, I can't remember the exact timing, it was probably like 10:30, 12:30, 2:30 and 4 or something. But originally when the competition was on, it took place over just 2 hours, so you had to have quick changes. So people mostly kept their hair and makeup the same throughout. There were a few small differences, and I can't remember, I feel like it might have been a day the year before me as well. Or we might have been the first year it was extended actually. But either way, I really designed my makeup and hair to be able to change, that I could change it in 20 minutes. So I really wanted to show versatile and different looks, that I could do different makeup, I could do different hair, I could wear different outfits. I was sort of able to present everything, if you know what I mean. Statement going on the bottom. So yeah, it was really important to me that I showcase different looks, especially because, you know, I sort of do go for a darker pinup vibe. I wanted to show that I can do classic, I can do day wear, I can look, you know, like really natural pinup, but I can also intensify it and be bigger, darker and more glamorous. Now the competition takes place over 2 days, so they have, I think, day and swim on the first day and talent and evening on the next day, so you have a lot more time. But obviously every pageant's different. It just sort of depends, but I wanted to be able to change my makeup and hair really quickly, which is why I wanted to make these videos, to show you that even if you're in quite a time constrained pageant, you can add and change things to show your versatility. I'm just going to go in with a little pencil brush into the black, and I'm just dabbing it on here because this is a very, very intense black, and we want this in that crease like so. We will blend it out, don't worry. Going back in with that other brush just to blend. Now I also want to take this brush and just sort of dab on the lid. I'm sort of dragging the eyeshadow down just because I want to deepen the outer corner of that eye on the lid. Hello everyone. So I didn't realise when I was first recording my pageant makeup tutorial thing that I didn't press record for the last section. So I do actually have a little bit which I'll probably include, but I didn't press record, and I finished my makeup and I went to press the button and I started recording, and so I have on camera me realising that I wasn't recording. Oh. So I put on the makeup in the same layers, in the same steps again, so that I can actually finish this video. I'm not going to dip into the eyeshadow again. I'm just going to take that black along very, very edges of my lash line. So I did double check what I've done, but I can't quite remember if I made the eyeliner bigger in the second to last section. So I'm just gonna go over it again and kind of extend my wings and make them just a little bit thicker and more dramatic. So that is the liner. It's time to go in with the fun stuff, which is glitter, and I'm going to be using Lit Glitter for this, who are a really well-known and established glitter company. They're really beautiful, so I've got 2 of them, and I'm using this Tinseltown one. It's silvery with like some kind of turquoise, blue, green reflex. You can probably see it actually if I do this. There we go. So that's kind of the colour spectrum of it. Another product which is really good for this if you don't have loose glitter is the Stila Glitter and Glow shadows. So the only one I have is this brown one, so obviously it's not really going to work today, but they have some gorgeous like silver and gold ones which would be perfect for this. It's a super easy method. It means you don't have to deal with the glue and the glitter and everything. There's a couple ways you can do loose glitter. One of them is to get the adhesive on your brush, dip it in and then apply it, but I'm going to apply the adhesive to my eye and then put the glitter on top. So I'm just taking the glue and I want to lift it up. I'm sort of like a cut crease. I am putting that glue on that crease eyeshadow a bit. And all across the lid. I'm taking it kind of like 2/3 across my eye. Got a really fine little brush here which I'm going to use to pick up the glitter. And then start popping it on. If you have a really good sticky concealer, then honestly, sometimes with the right glitters that can work as well as a proper adhesive. So you just want to place it on, you don't sort of want to brush it across, just stamping. There we go, so that's one beautifully glittered eye done. I'm just showing you how to focus so you can see the real sparkle. I just love glitter, especially this glitter. It's just such good quality. Like this one I'm using today, it's got lots of different sizes of glitter in it. So it's got some really tiny fine ones, it's got some big ones to pick up big reflect, and it's just, you can tell the difference when you're using like a really multi-dimensional glitter as opposed to just a cheaper, quite flat one. Might just take my black pencil brush with the black eyeshadow on it and just swoop away any little things. So there we have the glitter. I am just going to take that black and pop it just before that glitter reaches it, and then blend it out. Sort of into the glitter a little bit. I also just bought a new white eyeliner, which is a really nice metallic one, and I'm just going to pop it, I've already done this eye, sorry about that, right under that liner and sort of drag it into the eye. Just really open up those inner corners. I'm pretty good with blush. You know, I have layers on. I'm just going to take this slightly deeper shade and very softly go up the face. Maybe not quite that much blush, so I'm just going to softly powder, but I do want it to be still quite intense. Now for the lip, I want to do a bit of lip contouring, so I'm going to take this deeper shade and just pop it on the outer edges of my lip. There we go, so I've given that a bit of an ombre sort of effect. Next I'm taking a red glitter lipstick and I'm sort of focusing that on the inside but blending it out into into the darker. So this definitely tones down that ombre just a little bit, so it doesn't look too intense. Actually, go back to eyes for a second. Forgot to do the lashes. So as you know, I am a fan of magnetic lashes. So I'm going to be using some little Ardell wispy ones. These are the kind of lashes you use a magnetic liner with, which are not my favourites, but it's what I've got. Popping the magnetic liner really close to the lash line, making sure you have a decent amount on the inner and outer corners, because that's where the lash is most likely to try and start flicking up. Take the lash, and I like to sort of use my fingers to pinch it against the lashes to make sure I have it actually against the lash line and not just sitting up on my eyeliner. So I've popped the lashes on, so now the eyes are actually complete and we can continue. So we've got our little ombre glittery lip, and the next step is lip gloss. Now I hate lip gloss. I never wear it. Only really for these like video tutorials. I just can't stand the feeling. I can't stand hair and everything getting stuck to them. I'm not a lip gloss person, but some people are, and that's fine, you know. You can live your life that way, I guess. But for this look, yes, it is lip gloss time. And there we go, a very glossy lip. And as you can see with the gloss and the ombre, it really helps to create quite a full look. My last little step to finish off the face is to use another little glittery product. This is a Stila. This is an all over glimmer. I really like it. It's just sort of like an extra sort of sparkle thing. It's not great in the pan. I like to use my finger because it's a putty, so it doesn't really pick up that well with the brush. But I'm going to use this to highlight again, and as you can see, it's got a really nice sort of dewy look. It's sort of like a, I don't know, like a white kind of transparent glitter. This product I actually love. You can put it over any lip or eyeshadow to suddenly turn it into a shimmery one. I think you can see that it's just sort of a nice extra little touch, a tiny bit on the nose, and I'm gonna hit under my eyebrow. Obviously if you don't have a little shimmery product, pack on more highlight. So this is the finished look. We've finally packed on all this makeup. I've now packed it on twice. I can't believe I didn't record the first time. I'll definitely make sure I put that clip in somewhere of me realizing. The lights are very frustrating, but even, you know, behind glasses, this look is very visible. It sticks out. You don't lose your eyes or anything. I am honestly such a glitter fanatic. Those Stila glitter and glow things, I've been through I think about 4 of them, because I'm a glitter everyday person. Don't wait around for an occasion to wear glitter, just wear glitter. It's the best. I mean, look at it. Whenever I wear glitter, I just spend like the whole day looking in the mirror, catch myself, I'm like, oh, who is that shimmering being on the horizon? I hope you've enjoyed this little video of 4 different kinds of sort of makeup for pageants and showing you how you can sort of build on and adapt different makeup looks. This also works really well for day to night, you know, if you're working during the daytime and you have like a fancy do to go to in the evening. You can always just build on to things, you don't necessarily have to take it off and start again. So if you enjoyed this video or found it useful at all, then please leave me a like down below. It would let me know that you really enjoy it and that, you know, all this work I put in was worth it. And if you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. If you are, thank you so much, and if you've just subscribed, then thank you so much again. It really means a lot. I'm really enjoying making these sort of videos. I get quite a lot out of it as opposed to just Instagram pictures. I don't know, I find this a lot more engaging. So thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.